So we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Explosion, evacuation, road closure, blast, rip Russian Pacific Fleet naval base at Vladivostok in her linked ops. Now they're saying this was due to a gas pipeline. But Ukraine is saying, nope, we did it. We caused it. So this happened early Friday. This happened today. We're going to see what's going on with this one here. Once again, this is a big breaking news. Also, guys, I want to bring in this this information that's coming out. Give me a second here. Let me just pull up the... There you go. So, Macron to China. Keep North Korea out of Ukraine war or risk NATO coming to Asia. Expanding the biblical war. That's what it is. Expanding the biblical war. All right. And then I do have this one here I want to share with many of you. Macron says Europe must harden stance on the Holy Land. Macron, what's wrong with you, man? You're calling out the Red Dragon. Now you're calling out the Holy Land. All right. We're going to see what's going on here, guys. These biblical wars, nation against nation is rising. And today, Friday, May 30th, we are definitely seeing some nation against nation. All right, so we're going to see what's going on with these breaking news. Do me a favor, if this is your first time, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for future updates and live streams. We go live midnight every day, just to hang out and give you guys more news, breaking news and all that. Again, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Happy Friday. God bless to every single one of you. I'm praying that everyone is having a blessed day. And, yeah, let's see what's going on with this news here. So, 2 powerful explosions rocked a bare naval facility near Vladivostok early Friday, in an area regularly used for Pacific Fleet training exercises. Isn't this like in the eastern part? That's like out there, like close to Japan, right? While the Bear official blamed gas cylinders. Ukrainian Special Service sources told Kiev Post the blasts were the result of a successful operation by Ukraine's military intelligence. Wow. All right, so once again, this is big breaking news. According to the sources, the explosion struck near the Santiago Bay, affecting the deployment site of the Bear 47th Separate Airborne Assault Battalion, part of the 155th Marine Brigade. It says here, one explosion reportedly hit a checkpoint. The other struck near personnel and command quarters. Now, the sources said military equipment and personnel were damaged in the strike. Residents reported seeing at least 10 ambulances and evacuation helicopters at the scene. Damaged vehicles and gear were reportedly removed by military trucks. Man. They really dropped the hammer on this one here. Authority quickly imposed a counter, look at this, a counter T operation regime. Wow. In the area and sealed off the site. Roads around the bay were blocked, and security forces stopped vehicles and checked identification, according to local media. Despite eyewitnesses' reports and the claims of a targeted operation, officials in the Bear, Primorsky Krai, said that the cause was an accidental ignition of the propane butane cylinders in a car. They stated that no one was impacted and did not comment on the military unit involvement. So again, the bear's saying Russia's saying that it was a gas cylinder, but then you have Ukrainians saying no, it wasn't. We did it, man. This was an operation that we had planned, and mission completed. So this thing really sent a wake up call. According to the anonymous of the Bear Telegram channel, large tarp covered object were seen being removed from the area under guard. So you have the Desantnaya Bay is a restricted area and a known site for the Bear Navy drills. The 155th Marine Brigade has previously conducted ambitious training there and has been involved in key battles in Ukraine, including Mariupol and Volodar. I truly apologize about some of these words. Now, the bay is located near the Bear Pacific coast, not far from the borders with the Red Dragon and North Cay. In May last year, 300 troops and 30 military vehicles took part in exercises there, practicing beach landings and camouflage maneuvers. All right, so again, this is all the information here, guys. Give me a second. Let me see if I could pull up the map really quick here. But that's what took place early Friday morning. Yeah, you got these news coming out. So yeah, this is making headlines now. See that? Ukrainian intel strike the Bear far east. Yeah, so this is the east. All right, so man, they did an operation all the way down there. Hold on. So give me a second. Let me pull up a map here. So is this the one? I could be wrong, but I don't know, guys. I could be wrong on this one here, but that's the far east. That's there next to North Korea. So you got Ukraine here, and man, really? Come on, Bear. You really want all that piece of land for yourself? I mean, you could make another continent in that region. Anyways, jeez. Man, they can make a whole bunch of new nationality in there. Just give a piece of that land to someone else. But it seems like it happened here in this territory. It's pretty messed up. They removed North Korea. So, give me a second here. I want to pull up something really quick. Actually, no. I could be wrong on that map, guys. Not just saying there's this one here. Not just saying it's that part right there. I could be wrong. Again, I truly apologize, guys. I have to do some more research on this one here. I could be wrong on this map stuff here, but yeah, there was an explosion today, and Ukrainians said that they played a huge role on that. Okay, let's go with the next one. All right, you got Emmanuel Macron is sending a strong message to the Red Dragon: keep North Korea out of Ukraine war, or risk NATO coming to Asia. Wow. So Emmanuel Macron delivers veiled warning to the Red Dragon during speech in Singapore. All right, so his time is almost coming. He has like 2 more years and then he's out of here. He could come back in 2032, but 10 years is that's it. You can only serve up to 10 years. So it says here, Emmanuel Macron warned the Red Dragon that NATO could become more deeply involved in Asia if the Red Dragon does not do more to stop North Korea from taking part in the bare war on Ukraine. North Korea and Ukraine is a big question for all of us. If the Red Dragon doesn't want NATO to be involved in Southeast Asia, it should prevent North Korea from being engaged on European soil, Macron said Friday during an address at a major defense summit in Singapore. France has long maintained that the transatlantic military alliance shouldn't expand its reach into Asia and led the campaign to block the opening of a NATO liaison office in Japan in 2023. All right, but again, Emmanuel Macron is saying we have no choice. If you guys, hey, Red Dragon, China, if you don't control your buddy Kim in North Korea, we're gonna come to your territory. I had objected to NATO having a role in Asia because I don't believe in being enrolled in someone else's strategic rivalry or someone else's backyard, Macron said, hinting that Paris could revisit its stance. North Korea troops have supported the Kremlin, again, the bear, Russia, war on Ukraine, as part of a military pact between the two countries, with Moscow using North Korea soldiers to try push Ukrainian forces out of the Kursk region of southwestern Russia. Macron's speech comes on the heels of an Asian tour that started with a martial dispute and took him to Vietnam and Indonesia, where France signed a series of deals, including on defense. His trip is concluding in Singapore, where he was invited to deliver the keynote speech at the International Institute for Strategic Studies Shangri-La Dialogue, a conference that typically draws leaders and defense ministers from around the world. Among those in attendance this year were the US Defense Secretary Pete and top EU diplomats Kaja. Emmanuel Macron also warned against the risk of nuclear proliferation and the potential collapse of the global orders established after WW2. Now, doubling down on France's traditional mantra, Emmanuel Macron called on Asian nations to be independent from both the U.S. and the Red Dragon. France is attached to strategic autonomy, freedom, or sovereignty. We defend this approach for Europe and for the Indo-Pacific, Macron said. All right, so Macron sends a message to the Red Dragon. So far, the Red Dragon has not responded back. I guess the Red Dragon saying, "Oh, please don't make me laugh, Macron. Get out of here. You got 2 more years. You're out of here, man. You're out of here." Again, the Red Dragon cannot control what Kim does. Kim is gonna be Kim. If he want to fire rocket, he's gonna fire rockets. You can't call the Red Dragon, "Hey, can you tell Kim to stop pushing buttons?" It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Macron says Europe must harden stance on Holy Land unless the Strip crisis eases. Emmanuel Macron is not done. Now he's calling out the Holy Land. Let's see what's going on with this here. Emmanuel Macron said Friday that Europe's collective position on Holy Land must harden unless the humanitarian crisis in the Strip improves. It's very clear today that we cannot let this situation last, Emmanuel Macron said during a visit to Singapore, adding to mounting pressure on the Holy Land as humanitarian groups warn that many Gazans face famine in the aftermath of an 11-week aid blockade. 11 weeks. That's 2 months. Come on, Benjamin. You don't do that, man. This is why Donald put out a message. Donald put out a message yesterday telling the military not to take orders from Ben. You know, if Ben say to strike, don't strike. If there is not a response to the humanitarian situation in the next few hours today, we will have to harden the collective position, Macron said at a press conference ahead of these. You guys already know the rest. So he's basically calling out Benjamin without saying his name. Emmanuel Macron also said that recognition of the Palestine state is a moral duty and a political necessity. Macron, who is on a diplomatic tour of the Southeast Asia, recently criticized the Holy Land's shameful policies. In a strip, in response, Benjamin accused him of siding with... Benjamin accused Emmanuel Macron siding with and spreading... Benjamin really called out Emmanuel Macron. Told Emmanuel Macron, who you with? Are you with us or are you with them? German Chancellor Merz, he's making headlines. You guys already know this is the man that wants to give Taurus long-range missiles to Ukraine. All right, German Chancellor Merz also harshly criticized the Holy Land offensive in the Strip earlier this week, saying it can no longer be justified as a fight against those bad groups. The White House said Thursday that Holy Land has signed off on a U.S. proposed plan for a 60-day cease plan and the release deal, the people, and that it was waiting for a formal response from Hamas. Now, the who official told the news Friday, today, May 30th, that the group was going to reject the Sleeping Giant proposal, the cease plan, as it did not satisfy core demands, including an end to the war, and that it will respond in due course. However, Reuters reported Friday that the Palestinian militant group said it was reviewing the plan and would respond that day or Saturday. All right, we're going to see how all that plays out. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are right now. These nation against nations just getting worse. You got Emmanuel Macron is calling out the Red Dragon, urging them to control Kim. And then you got Emmanuel Macron urging Benjamin, we're going to be tough on you guys. It's been 2 months. Give those people food. And it seems like the cease plan is not working. But again, it's still talking about it, and let's see what tomorrow brings. But again, this is where we are right now, guys. Nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom is building up really quick in these end times. Please share the video, guys, and please pray for a lot of people out there, especially those in Gaza. They are facing famine. And one thing I tell you guys, Ben, he's wrong for that. He's wrong for that. Again, there's a lot of young ones out there. Believe it or not, there's a lot of Christians out there too. It goes to tell you the true color of that man. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.